Okay, so here we are with the planter that we showed earlier. We have it set up on the stand. As I said, I wanted this because it's on the stand. This planter here was about $70. You might be thinking that's pretty expensive, but because the way it's shaped, it'll be very perfect for what I'm doing, because the amount of greens that we'll be able to produce, it'll offset the cost really quick. So I won't be using anything that's in there. All I'm using it for is just the container part. So all of this is going to come out. Okay, and this is what we'll be using. I'll be using the organic, and I'll be using the Fox Farm. I like the Fox Farms because it's all natural. They may not say organic, but it's all natural. So I'll be using a combination of the two, and some of the spent potting mix that I already have. Okay. I forgot one more thing. I'll take this back. Actually gonna work perfectly. I won't need to use any of my older spent material. I had enough inside of there, so I'm going to mix on the top. I'm going to mix this with the Fox Farm. I compacted down the bottom a little bit to help with the moisture absorption for later on. Okay, and that's it for now. We're gonna go get our plants. We're gonna put in our plants, and then we'll come back. Okay, this guy I just found in the potting mix, the new one that I bought from the Fox Farm. Well, actually, it could be from the organic grow. This guy you don't want in there. This guy will eat your plants. So we'll take that out, throw them on the ground, and then we'll kind of look to see if there are any more. Okay, so we plucked out that one cabbage or whatever worm that was, plucked that one out. That one would have eaten a lot of our plants probably by tomorrow morning. It would have came out and eaten it. So anyway, I went to the local store here, picked up some red cell manua lettuce, and these are the romaine lettuce. The romaine lettuce here, as you can see, there's some spots, there's some problems with it. where I'll post another video explaining what I did to take care of this plant, so you may want to look for that. So now, right now, I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the seedlings as I normally do. I don't do anything special. I just make a hole and put the plant in, and that's it. Normally, when I'm doing this, especially lettuce, I like my potting mix and mulch to be on the dry side, because if they're wet, the leaves tend to get sticky, and if you rub against it or touch it, it'll rub and it'll make the plant a little bit brittle. So I like to do my greens dry versus the vegetable plants itself. I like to do that one a little bit on the wet side because it's easier to get wet. But in order to save the plant from being damaged and possibly killing it later on down the road, I like to make sure it's a little dry. So here we go. So what I do first is I flatten it all out. Flatten it out. Okay, so it's relatively flat. I'm going to put the red sails here. I'm going to put the manure lettuce here and the romaine lettuce back here. One. Two. See what I mean? How it sticks to each other. If it was wet, that would have been a nightmare to take apart. So when I transplant, I try to keep the soil at the same height as this. You can go a little bit higher. I've done it before, but I try to maintain it right about here or a little bit higher. The way I garden, I like to densely pack everything to maximize space. By the way, these are some beautiful manure lettuce seedlings. Normally they're not this nice when you buy them from the store. This is one of the few times I bought them and they're very nice. Okay, there you go. Everything is planted nice and packed. we'll install the hydrator on here and we'll show videos of it growing. Okay? Thank you.